Hello and welcome. It is September the 6th, and it's one of our favorite times out in the bee yard. It's going to be honey time, and it's also mite treatment time. I've been a little bit slow on getting my mites treated this year because the temperatures have just been so warm, and you can tell that it's actually been a bit devastating for my bees. The mites should have been treated a while ago. So if we take a look here, we can see some of those cells have not hatched for whatever reason. They were too sick to emerge out on their own, so the bees will slowly take out the dead bodies, and you can kind of see one. Let's see if I can see it right about there. For whatever reason, it didn't hatch. It was just too sick. Another telltale sign that there's been some issues is you can see what is called deformed wing virus. Some of the bees, let's see if I can find one or so, you can tell that their wings are very shriveled up. They're unable to fly. Those bees will do nothing. They'll eventually get kicked out of the hive because they will not be able to go out and forage. I'm not seeing one right now that has that, but I've definitely seen it, and I will pause to see if I can get one. Hold on. All right, so I'm back, and I did manage to find a few. It's hard to navigate this. You can kind of see, but that one right there, her wings are completely shriveled. Put her right there in the center. She's not gonna make it. So there are a few of them in here, and that's because of a virus, usually caused by the varroa mites themselves, because they get into those cells and they don't do so well. Here's some more larvae that have not made it. They're kind of dried up. That's another type of a sickness. So I am going to treat this hive with Apivar, and those are little strips that will just go in between. Here's a little package right here, and I'll just show you those. They look like this. You're technically supposed to be covered. I'm just going to put them down in between right here, and it's coated with dust and formula, and the bees will walk all over it, and they'll just start putting that all over. With this particular stuff, I am not able to keep the honey on there. Here's another bee right here. You can tell she does not have any wings. They're completely off. Not normal. But we are going to get to the fun stuff, which is actually in the back of the hive is going to be the honeycomb. And I'll go ahead and I'll start robbing from the bees the honey. Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's nice and heavy. Oh yeah. You can tell. Oh, it is completely laden with yummy, yummy honey. So I'll brush off the bees, and I will, I'm going to steal that from them. And I'm going to put it in my bucket, and then I'm going to give it to my friends. So anyway, that's what we're doing now. Here's a fine example of a nice big fat honeycomb. I'm just going to take it over here. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to put it in this bucket right there, and then we'll harvest some more. Here's another newer one. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Both sides, that looks absolutely yummy. I'll go ahead and I'll just brush off the bees, and I'll put this one in the bucket. Cool, cool. So here I am back inside my home, and this is the amount of honey that I got from those two hives. This is a little bit smaller amount than I'm used to seeing, but I get 6 frames that I stole from them. You always want to be careful not to steal too much from them, but make sure so they have enough to last through the winter, but also enough for us to do it. So obviously it's them first. I want to make sure that they get a chance to have all the honey first, and then the surplus I'll just deal with. So I'm going to start the honey straining slow processing here in the next hour or so.